Eala gets rave reviews from Clijsters. A four-time Grand Slam champion couldn't help but compare Eala to Chicago Bulls legend Michael Jordan due to her sudden rise in the Women's Tennis Association, WTA. Former world number one Kim Clijsters said in her Love All podcast that the 20-year-old has done a lot of the right things so far in her career as her fan base continues to grow every day. Eala is currently on her career best number 31 in the latest WTA rankings. She has done great things so far at a young age, but she still has some improvements to get to, and consistency is something that is going to be very important. A lot of players know her now, know her strengths, know her weaknesses, the 42-year-old Belgian said. That's something that she's going to have to deal with as well, is to make sure that she can make her strengths become even stronger, but work on some of the weaknesses and deal this life of being like Michael Jordan in the Philippines. Clijsters also praised how composed the Rafael Nadal Academy alumna is off the court despite suffering from early exits in the WTA Tour. Well, there's a lot of things that she does really well, and I think there's a lot of things that make her opponents feel very uncomfortable. You know, one of the things that she can't control is that she's a left-hander, Clijsters said. Her forehand is really good, but I think her backhand is better. Her backhand is a little bit more of an aggressive shot, whereas the combination of her aggressive baseline shots with her backhand and then the ability to hit a heavier spin and make your opponent kind of step back a little bit behind the baseline, being able to make the angle with her forehand and open up the court. Clijsters has the credibility to back up Eala as she won all her Grand Slams on the hard surface. She won the Australian Open in 2011 and dominated the US Open in 2005, 2009 and 2010. Eala will now be focused on her United States as she competes in the BNP Paribas Open at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden from 4 to March 15 and the Miami Open at the Hard Rock Stadium from 17 to March 29. A good performance in both tourneys could see Eala make it within the top 30 of the WTA rankings, giving her more access to Grand Slams and WTA 1000 tournaments. Eala gets rave reviews from Clijsters. When a rising star earns praise from a legend, the tennis world listens. That's exactly what happened when Alexandra Eala received glowing words from four-time Grand Slam champion Kim Clijsters. It wasn't just a compliment. It was a symbolic passing of the torch from a former world number one who once dominated the sport to a young Filipina carving her own path on the global stage. A meeting of generations. Imagine the practice courts buzzing under the afternoon sun. The rhythmic thwack of tennis balls echoes across the facility. On one side stands Eala, focused, quick-footed, fearless. On the other side watches Clijsters, a player who once lifted trophies at the US Open and Australian Open, a champion known for her athleticism and mental resilience. Clijsters' eyes follow every movement, the fluid backhand, the fearless approach to the net, the composure between points. After the session, Clijsters doesn't hold back. She has the mindset, she says. And that's something you can't teach. For Eala, those words carry weight heavier than any trophy. Why Clijsters' praise matters. Clijsters is not known for handing out empty compliments. During her career, she battled the likes of Serena Williams and Justine Henin. She returned from retirement to win Grand Slams as a mother, redefining resilience in sport. When someone with that legacy sees potential, it means something deeper than talent. It means strong court intelligence, emotional maturity beyond years, championship mentality, work ethic that mirrors the greats. Eala has already proven herself in junior competitions, capturing Grand Slam titles at a young age. But talent at the junior level doesn't always translate to the professional tour. The transition demands physical endurance, tactical growth, and mental toughness. Clijsters' endorsement suggests Eala possesses the intangible qualities necessary for that leap. The rise of Alexandra Eala. Born and raised in the Philippines, Eala's journey has been anything but ordinary. In a country where basketball dominates headlines, tennis remains a niche pursuit. Yet Eala dared to dream beyond geography. Training at the renowned academy of Rafael Nadal in Spain, she honed her craft alongside elite international prospects. The experience shaped her aggressive baseline style and relentless determination. Her breakthrough moments, including junior Grand Slam victories, signaled that she wasn't just a promising talent from Southeast Asia. She was a legitimate contender on the world stage. And now, with Clijsters' approval, the spotlight grows brighter. More than skill, a champion's aura. What impressed Clijsters most wasn't just Eala's strokes. It was her presence. Champions recognize champions, not in trophies but in habits. How a player reacts after losing a point. The calm between games. The willingness to adjust tactics mid-match. The hunger in practice sessions. Eala reportedly carries herself with a quiet confidence. Not arrogance. Not flash. Just belief. Clijsters once built her own success on similar traits, blending power with humility. Perhaps she sees a reflection of her younger self in the Filipina prodigy. The weight of representation. Eala's success transcends tennis. For many young athletes in the Philippines and across Asia, she represents possibility. Clijsters understands the power of representation. As a Belgian athlete, she inspired a generation in her home country. She knows how a single role model can ignite dreams in children watching from afar. When she praises Eala publicly, she isn't just acknowledging talent. She's validating a movement, the growth of tennis in regions once overlooked by the sport's traditional powerhouses. Pressure or motivation? With rave reviews come expectations. The tennis world can be unforgiving. Young players often face comparisons too early, labeled the next big thing, before they've had time to grow. But if Clijsters' words add pressure, they also provide fuel. Eala has shown resilience before. The grind of international travel. The adjustment to professional-level opponents. The mental discipline required to climb rankings step by step. Praise from a legend doesn't guarantee success, but it can strengthen belief. And belief is often the difference between promise and greatness. A shared mentality. One of Clijsters' defining traits during her career was her ability to stay grounded. Despite fame, wealth, and championships, she maintained humility. Observers note similar qualities in Eala. Respect for opponents. Professional demeanor in interviews. Gratitude toward coaches and supporters. Dedication to continuous improvement. These traits may seem secondary to forehands and serves. Yet history shows they are often the true foundation of sustained excellence. The road ahead. The journey from prospect to champion is long and unpredictable. Injuries, form slumps, tactical adjustments, every player faces obstacles. Clijsters knows this better than most. Her own career included setbacks, comebacks, and reinventions. Perhaps that's why her praise carries authenticity. She sees not just the present version of Eala, but the potential future. A player who could one day compete deep in Grand Slam draws, maybe even lift major trophies.